Okay, so it's Friday the 20th of March. Hope you get on well with the indices. If you have any questions, just send me the page number, question number, and I can give you a hand with it. So we're just exploring number again today. And what we're going to be exploring is rational numbers. What the hell are those, you might ask? Well, you might remember from first year. Rational numbers are just fractions. They're fractions. Okay, if you express a number as a over b, then it's a rational number in essence. It's a little bit more complex, but that's the gist of it. And we're just going to have a look at recurring decimals as well. So recurring decimals. So what do I mean by that? So if you put 10 over 3 into your calculator and you calculate it, you get 3.3. And depending on your calculator, you might get a dot over it. What does that mean? Well, the dot, some of you already know, means it keeps going and going and going forever. So what we're just going to practice at today is if I get this recurring decimal, so if it's going 3.333333 on forever and ever, can I turn this recurring decimal back into a rational number, back into a fraction? And that's what we're going to practice. So let's just have a quick review of our rational numbers. So for example, I have a recurring decimal here. 3.65656565. So we can see that it's the 65 is repeating. So I'm just going to show you the formal way of writing that. If I wanted to write it to say that it's repeating forever, I put down my 3, I put my dot, my 65, and to say that it's keep going 65, 65, 65, I put a dot over both. And that means it's continuing on forever and ever, 3.656565. There's no dot over the 3, so the 3 doesn't appear again, only the 65s. Now let's have a look at this. I've got 5, then I've got 0.494, 494, 494. So it's the 494 that's repeating. Now I don't need to put a dot over all of them. What I do is I put a dot over the first thing that's repeating and the last thing it's repeating. And that, in maths, that tells us that this little pattern here, this 494, is repeating over and over again. And lastly, we'll have a look at 6.1234, 1234, 1234. It's the same thing again. So it's 6.1234, and it's starting all over again. So again, I put a dot where it starts repeating and where it finishes repeating. And that's just how I write it. Now, so it's always super accurate to write it this way. But what I suppose we're always familiar with is rounding as well. So I mean, if I was rounding, say, to 2 decimal places, and I was rounding this to 2 decimal places, it's 3.656565 and so on. If I was rounding that to 2 decimal places, I look at the number after the 2 decimal places. If it's 5 or over, I round up, so 3.66. The next one, 5.494944. As you can see, for 2 decimal places, the number afterwards is under 5, so it stays the same. That'd be just 5.49. And I've got 6.1234, 1234. So if I was doing 2 decimal places, it would be just 6.12. But it's always more accurate to write it this way, because rounding, as you can see from my wavy line, my wavy equals is just an approximation.